many eagerly anticipated races today. The 100 breaststroke from a home point of view, obviously, Anna Pete's world record. But Ruta Meliotite is back, not doing breaststroke this time, but doing freestyle and seemingly enjoying it.
She was a world junior champion in the 53 5 years ago.
As Drakau of Greece, she will go in lane number 1. Now, in a sprint, this is the name I hate of all, because it takes me so long to say it.
Rosalia Nastradinova.
Give him a round of applause there, man. Give him a biscuit.
Huh?
Very
World
good.
University champion, the Russian. And there's Tamara van Vliet, who was semi-finalist last year at the World Championships in Budapest.
Now, amazing, I don't have any problems with this because I've said it so often. There's Van Vliet, by the way, but the next name causes all kinds of problems to people. Here's Renome Kromowidjojo in the lane number 6. It took me a while to master it, but...
But you did.
Yeah, eventually.
Well, you had the opportunity to announce a couple of times her name, I guess.
And from Russia, we'll have Maria Kameneva going in 3, and then the showdown, the head-to-head. Well, she's gone from one end of the pool to the other to get herself ready for the 50 freestyle. Sarah Sjöström.
She's the world champion and the world record holder up against the Olympic champion in lane 4.
23.67 is that world record. 23.78 Kate Campbell's gone this year. 23.85 Pernilla Bloomer, who is the fastest going into the final, has gone. She's got the second fastest time in the world, set in this pool yesterday. Well, this is probably the race where the reaction time means the most, the 50 freestyle. If you can get maybe a 10th or 2 tenths better than your opponent, counts for a lot. There's an eager anticipation. There's no Brit in this, but I tell you what, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife. Everybody's on the edge of their seat going, who's the fastest woman in Europe? Who is she? Is it that woman, Sarah Sjöström? Or is it the woman next to her in lane 4, Pernilla Bloomer of Denmark? We'll know in the next 24 seconds. Bloomer away in 0.61, Sjöström 0.69. Nothing between them off the blocks. Coming to 25, still nothing between lanes 4 and 5. Bloomer's looking for Sjöström. Bloomer just ahead of Sjöström. Bloomer and Sjöström absolutely neck and neck, stroke for stroke. Bloomer, or is it going to be Sjöström? It is Sjöström. 23.74, getting close. Not quite there, but very, very close to the world record and the European record. It's a new championship record for Sarah Sjöström, and it's 1/100th of a second between them. That is how close, that is how well matched these two are.
Amazing swim by Sjöström and Pernilla Bloomer as well. Sjöström led from start to the 25-meter mark. Then it was a surge by the Danish to get as close as possible to the Swedish. However, in the final 5 meters, Sjöström had the power to hold Bloomer back.
Kromowidjojo getting 3rd place for the Netherlands in 24.21, so a nice bonus bronze for her. Kameneva of Russia in 4th. But look, you couldn't separate them there, you can't separate them here, you can't separate them when they get to the last 5 meters. Only the clock could separate them in the end. And only, look at that, by 1/100th of a second, Sarah Sjöström gets the title, gets a new championship record, and gets the gold. Well, that'll be 2 for the day. Job done. And great camaraderie between them. Look, yes, they had to look at the clock as well because they didn't know. She didn't know. Bloomer didn't know. Who finished first? Well, luckily we have technology that tells us that these days. And that's the answer to the question. 23.74 championship record for Sjöström, and Bloomer 23.75. Meliotite, by the way, at the back of the field. Effects didn't quite get the time I think she was looking for, but nonetheless it was a very quick time and it was a championship record. And we'll see both of them come onto pool deck now, and there's a great deal of camaraderie between the Dane and the Swedes. There's always an interesting dynamic between the Danish and the Swedes, I always find. Each of them think they're top dog, but when it comes to the swimming, I think there's a nice feel between these two.
And it's really nice to have the Danish back because previously there was, I think, a few years when they didn't have such big guns as right now. With
well, lots of Frees, I suppose, was the exception, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, okay, a lot of Frees winning European medals, of course, but she was not that big as Pernilla Blume or even Camilla Pedersen.
So the presentation party, and Marie O'Donnell of Glasgow City Council, the chief executive of, will be involved with the presentation. I say it was a race that we eagerly anticipated, and it did not let us down. It was a race that definitely delivered, and she's done this a few times. She's been on medal podiums probably more times than she could count, and it is a bronze for Holland and for Renomi Kromowidjojo.
So 3 Olympic champions on the podium in the 50-free.
Just shows you the caliber of European swimming. Everybody talks about the Americans, they talk about the Chinese, talk about the Australians, but European swimming is in very rude health right now. 24:21, the bronze medal time for, but look at these two. Nothing between them, literally nothing between them. 1/100th. We're talking about, well, she's got a length of a nail on there. That's what we're talking about, pretty much. That's Pernilla Blume of Denmark, who had a cracking time early in the year. Obviously now will be usurped by Sarah Sjöström in terms of top European, but it was mighty tight, and they'll do battle many more times.
And she can be very, very satisfied, I think, with her time. New personal best, new Danish record, better than the time that she won the Olympics with. So she's on track for the defense of her title.
Swedish flags very much prominent around Toll Cross. These two just want to give each other a big hug and say, should we go and do that again? Maybe not. Save it for the World Championships next year, and they'll meet it, I'm sure, on the circuit before they get to the World Championships, and it might be reversed, who knows. But Sarah Sjöström is top dog in the 50-free on this occasion. Blume missing out by 1/100th. That's a new championship record, 23.74, and this is a Swedish anthem. Butterfly presentation not so long ago, 50 freestyle race not so long ago, and now another gold medal to place around her neck.
And she finally got the opportunity to be photos taken of her.
Yeah, do they get the other two swimmers back with her to make sure it doesn't look like it was an afterthought? I'm sure they're probably showered and gone home by now, but Sjöström, Blume and Kromowidjojo are the 1, 2, 3 in the 50-free. There's still one more medal ceremony, and quite a few people have hung around because there's going to be another British medal presented. And, well, not totally unexpected, because we really didn't know what to expect of the 4x200 freestyle mixed relay, as we hadn't seen it before. But Germany, with a championship record, won it.
Anyway, I think it was fun to watch. So
I think it's here to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's going to be on the program for the World Championships.
That's another issue. So, you know, European Championships, they belong to Len. World Championships to FINA. And FINA always thinks twice whether they should follow Len or not. It was the same with the 4x50 meters short course relays, because at the European Championships, short course championships, you always had 4x50 relays. at the Short Course Worlds, you always had 4x100 meter relays. And now FINA follows Len, and they also have 4x50 relays at the Short Course World Championship. So let's see. I think it was fun to watch. Amazing finish, a real story to the Germans and also to Freya Anderson's name. So let's hope it sticks.
By the way, talking of short course, the European short course comes to Glasgow in December of 2019, first week of December next year. We'll all be back here again, only the boom will be right in the middle, and it'll be 25 meters, not 50 meters. But again, Glasgow, and again, home swimmers get a chance to do a big event in front of the, I mean, for years, Britain never held anything. They had